Playdew. Playdew is a Pakistani indie game studio that strives to make games that challenge, entertain, and inspire players. We aim to prove that great games and studios can come from anywhere in the world and in the process inspire the next generation of Pakistani creators. Lost Twins 2, an incredibly cute puzzle adventure that will challenge, entertain, and maybe even inspire you. Guide Abby and Ben on their journey to find a way back home across a whimsical playground crafted with an enormous amount of care.
My name is Noor Fatma and I'm working as a game producer. In a game development team, we have artists, we have engineers, we have designers, we have animators. So my task is basically to manage the team and planning the project, creating and scheduling tasks for the team, and making sure everything is headed in the right direction, considering the timeline of the project and the budget.
Hi, my name is Fawad Askar. I'm the lead programmer as well as the lead designer of this game Lost Twins 2. I'm responsible for leading the dev team as well as the art team. I actually came up with its core mechanic as well as its basic story of this game.
Hi, my name is Aruj. I am responsible for marketing and biz dev in Playdew.
I've been playing games since childhood, and while I have played almost all genres of different game types, but I have always gravitated towards puzzle games. So while coming up with a new game idea, I knew that I have to make a puzzle game, almost every kind of puzzle games have been made, and they have been successful titles. There have been not so much successful titles. So I wanted to have a unique idea which hasn't been done before. So for that, I actually played different puzzle games for like 2 to 3 weeks, like all the different types of puzzle games we have in the market generally, and mixing and matching different ideas. Like for example, I played a game where there were 2 characters, so I incorporated that into our game. Then there was a game where you can change the environment and or shuffle the pieces, things like that. So I also incorporated that into as well. And apart from that, I also wanted to incorporate some philosophical elements in the game as well. So our game has some Chinese philosophies like yin yang, like helping each other out to achieve goals in life. We have a level designer tool inside our Unity editor. So the first part of the puzzle is to design the puzzle first in basic cubic form, and the elements that should be used in the game. So after the basic design is done, it goes to the art team, and the art team makes the environment based on that basic cubic design.
My name is Umar Rauf. I am 2D 3D artist. Currently I am working on Lost Twins 2, where my job is to create 3D environments and sketch out the basic designs. For that, basically my process is to, first of all, I start with the Photoshop. This is the basic sketch where I'm sketching out the basic forms of the room, where I am thinking about the how the whole room proportions will be, where I can place windows, bed, and this is for the kids room. So I'm thinking a lot about kids rooms, what should I put on, how to make it cute and believable. Then I convert my sketch into 3D environment. For that I use 3ds Max for 3D blocking. After 3D blocking, I divide my environments into modular pieces where then I unwrap them and then take them to Substance Painter. Substance Painter is really great for texturing. After that, I import my 3D modules into Unity, where I assemble all 3D environments. Basically, modular approach is like puzzle pieces. You can then assemble all pieces together inside Unity and then light and bake.
After a few iterations, when the art is done, it goes back to the developers again, and then we have a template scene level where we put the environment from the art, and after that we have to set up colliders, put the actual game elements, and after that is finalized and we are quite the developers are quite sure that it is now in a stable condition, then it goes to the QA, and after a few iterations from the QA for bug fixing and polishing, that level is finalized.
Hi, I'm Omen from PlayDU. I'm working as a senior developer for our game Lost Kings 2. I majorly work on game mechanics, like in our game we have different interactable elements which our characters can use them and solve the puzzles. So majorly I work on these elements which includes the logic and the code of these elements. Like I would like to give you an example which I have recently developed element, which is piano. Piano is a toy which our characters Abby and Ben both can interact with it and play like a real piano.
Apart from that, when a significant number of levels are made, we have to make them in a smooth difficulty curve. For the the first few levels should be easier, and obviously the last level should be difficult one. But we have to make sure that the levels that are in the start are easier, but they're still fun to play. So that is the overall level design process. Apart from that, obviously we have to make UI, game UIs, we have to do sounds, we have to integrate SDKs, things like that to make a complete project. So that is also done in parallel apart from this whole level design process. Apart from that, we had some technical challenges as well, because honestly we didn't make a game like this before. In Pakistan, especially in Pakistan, I don't think anyone has come up with the game that is so technically challenging. One of the main challenges that we had to face was that in Unity, when bake the lights inside your environment, it has to be static, which most obviously 90% of the games are. But in our case, because our environment and pieces were shuffling and moving, so I had to do a lot of R&D and come up with the custom solution. Which actually I'm very proud of our team that we were able to do that, and which is quite unique in terms of we couldn't actually find those solutions even online or Unity forums or stuff like that.
Yes, there are challenges in every team and every project, and how we deal with them is basically we sit together, we exchange ideas, and we come up with a solution to it.
हम सबसे पहले तो ये करते हैं कि सभी से बात करते हैं इसके बारे में. Excuse me. टेंशन नहीं लेने का, स्माइल करने का.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In terms of big challenges, our office plays a great role in relaxing our minds through different ways which make us feel good and motivate us to work, as well as to come up with a meaningful solution.
For the launch of the game, the expected date is to be by the end of the year 2022. We will be launching the game mainly as a PC and a console title, but further on, depending on the success of the games, we might move on to mobile and other platforms also.
Lost Kings 2 is a very important and dear project for all of us here at PlayDU. I am super proud to have such a dedicated and hardworking team working with us. We want to portray a positive image of Pakistan internationally through our digital art pieces. Pakistan Zindabad.
We are from PlayDU and we made Lost Kings 2. Pakistan!